Here, they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. He's going to float this one deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And what a big-time play there. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defense in front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Caught left side, Williams. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Celtic Tigers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it is 42-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, just like last play. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more. Over the middle, Dorsett. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now it's Jackson. Dorsett's got it. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Touchdown! Zay Flowers, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Condors are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again is Jackson. And he's got Dorsett complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
Drops this underneath, it's Mitchell.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Dubliners, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Sacramento, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say cheers, everyone, from Dublin.